That's Netta right here.
Hi.
Now, before we go into this interview, this freestyle interview, I want to tell you a little bit where I am. I'm in Sunnyvale, Silicon Valley, at the Plug and Play Center. Now, this is one of Silicon's largest accelerator hubs, would you say?
I guess.
Where companies from around the world pitch investors, and it's super fun. Now, I'm also going to share with you that Netta gave me a tour of Google today, and I had a lot of fun learning about the company. I got to go down an awesome slide, and it's inside the building. I'll show you that video later.
And she gave a tech talk.
And I forgot about that. And I talked about the positive and negative aspects of the blockchain industry, because none of us really think or talk about the negative aspects. So it's good to know both so you can make your own decision when you're approaching a new technology. So with all that said, I had a lot of fun at Google. I had 2 lunches with this wonderful woman. We actually met online at the Women in Blockchain International Telegram group. I didn't even know who she was. I just showed up at Google and she gave me a tour and it was super amazing. So with that, I would like to introduce Netta, and I'm going to ask her what she does at Google.
I'm a software engineer.
Of course.
On the Google Play Movies team.
Awesome. So do you spend a lot of time playing?
At home I play Hearthstone.
What's that? I don't know.
Oh, it's a fun card deck building game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how'd you hear about Google or think about working at Google?
It was time to get a job, and I applied.
I mean, she was already an
And I got
entrepreneur, a mom, 2 boys, and she was thinking about getting a job.
Yeah, and so I applied and got accepted.
Oh my God. Well, you're very humble, Netta, and you have to tell us about Bitcoin now, because you do some cool stuff with it.
Yes, so my shirt says strong hands because I will not sell my Bitcoin.
And oh, let me show you her shoes, okay? Get ready for this. And
Bitcoin to the moon.
Bitcoin to the moon. Okay. So we're 5 ladies here out of a group of 100 Bitcoin enthusiasts at the monthly meetup at Plug and Play. So we will learn a little bit about what companies do in this space. We're super excited, loaded on pizza. And one thing I learned from Netta today, because she doesn't want to share too much of what she does at Google, I learned about the Lightning Network. Now, it's a super cool concept, and I'll let her explain what it is.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with my work at Google.
Of course.
Nothing.
That's what they all say. I mean, they don't get into details of what they do.
So Lightning Network is the second layer on top of Bitcoin.
Did you know that? A second layer on top of Bitcoin
Yeah.
blockchain.
Yeah, on the Bitcoin blockchain.
Awesome.
And
Nice tattoo, by the way. Just make sure to show it for the camera. Yeah, strong hands. You know what I mean? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go on.
So the common explanation is that it's like keeping a tab at a bar. So you, instead of each time paying all night for each drink, you keep a tab, and then at the very end of the night you settle up. So
Not down, settle up.
yes. So for example, if you and I were to want to transact often, then we would open a Lightning channel between us, and
So
we'd
it's like a private channel between
Yeah,
Netta and I, or
and-
the 2 parties.
and we'd both put some Bitcoin in the channel. For example,
Any amount?
Any amount. So for example, I'd put 1 Bitcoin and you'd put 1 Bitcoin.
That's
and
at
then-
7,000 now, I think. Dollars.
Yeah. And so let's say I wanted to send you a half a Bitcoin, then we would record a transaction between ourselves without recording it on the main blockchain. And
So it's very private.
and we would cryptographically sign basically the state of our channel.
So it's like a formal secret contract.
Yes, but perfectly secure.
Cool.
So we would have transactions between us, and at the very end, when we were done, we would broadcast the last date of our channel, and it would get settled up on the main Bitcoin channel.
That's awesome.
The blockchain. So, for example, in the future, I could see a scenario where my employer,
Google,
will open a Lightning channel with me and pay me my salary into my channel. So
That's
I would
cool.
have a balance on my end, and they would have zero on their end of the channel. And of course, I'm sure they would have a Lightning channel with Amazon. And so they would pay me, Google would pay me my salary on my channel, and then when I wanted to make a purchase on Amazon, I would transfer money to Google on our channel, and Google would transfer money to Amazon on their channel.
Got it.
And all this was done without any transactions on the main blockchain.
So this
So
is
we could
pretty
have
cool.
this done indefinitely.
So anybody can participate in the Lightning Network, which started in January. The beta has been up since then, so only for 2
No, I think
months?
the beta actually is only up since this month. People were using it when it was still pretty broken.
Okay, so when it was broken, how many users were there?
So, I mean, it was growing. It started off from like no nodes, and when I opened up a node in a channel, there were about 300 nodes.
300, and now thousands?
Now there's 1,400 nodes.
Oh my God,
And
that's
there's
super cool.
13 Bitcoin, 13 something Bitcoin locked up in the channels.
So can you please explain to us, let's nerd out a little bit, what's a node?
It's just like a Lightning wallet.
Okay, it's a wallet. Okay. Now what's in a node?
It's what lets you have the Lightning channel.
Okay, so it's like a storage unit for the data points?
It's like wallets, basically.
Okay.
It's like wallets, but on the Lightning Network.
Now, is there an infinite amount of channels that people can have?
You can have as many nodes, lots of people can have nodes and lots of people can have channels. And like I said, you don't even need a channel directly. You can just have it routed through someone that you do have a channel, or multiple hops.
Wow, okay. So
And it does it using onion routing, so it's also...
What's onion routing?
Onion routing is the same kind of routing that's done on the Tor network.
Okay.
So it's...
Tor network, that super secret encrypted
so
network
it's-
that the U.S. government developed?
So,
you think?
yeah, so it's secret transfers of money.
Wow.
So any of the nodes along the way wouldn't even know. All they see is just the wrapped up message that they unwrap and send off, and then the next one sees another wrapped. That's why it's called onion routing, because it's like layers of security, and each time you just peel off one layer, but you don't see the actual data.
So you don't
inside.
see the actual data. So there was something called the Silk Road. Some of you've heard about it. That guy that was selling drugs, and he was using Tor network, so nobody really knew where the website was located. You couldn't Google it, right? No. So, I mean, something like that. So you have something called, is that part of like the dark web? The back end of the internet?
but the onion routing is how it works. So the Lightning Network also uses onion routing, which means that it's private.
Private. So we're here, and in beautiful, I mean, the sun is setting. I'm looking at the sun now. And I'm just thinking about, okay, if there's one bit of information that you would like to share that you envision for the future, what would that be?
Buy and hodl.
Buy and
Bitcoin.
hodl. Strong hands.
Strong
hodl.
hands.
So if you, I mean, what are you hodling?
Bitcoin.
What else? Aren't you mining?
Some Ethereum. Yes,
She mines.
We're mining too.
What is it? Lux and Raven?
Lux coin, Raven coin, Pigeon coin, Ethereum also on the AMDs.
My God. Could you tell she's a software developer at Google? we don't know you never know who you sit next to, you never know who you're gonna meet. And with that, always ask questions, keep an open mind, and hodl. Thanks very much. Thanks, Netta, for interviewing with me, and until next time.